Before we get started today, I want to know, do you need a little focused time to move your business forward? If so, join me for the Fun and Profitable Power Hour. It's a free co-working session designed to help you take action one small step at a time. You'll get structure, community, and a little bit of celebration at the end. Sign up at wendymuzzy.com/power hour. I cannot wait to cheer you on. Hey there, and welcome to episode 40 of your Fun and Profitable Online Business. This is the podcast that helps you grow your business with intention, momentum, and of course, a sprinkle of confetti. I'm your host, Wendy Muzzy, a certified money coach, online business strategist, and your behind-the-scenes cheerleader for building a business that feels as good as it looks. Today, we're talking about what really slows down your progress. When you're in one of those seasons where things just feel off, and you're not seeing the results you expected, it's tempting to blame motivation or discipline. But most of the time, it's not that. It's usually one of the three sneaky culprits that I call the 3 Fs: fear, fuzziness, and fatigue. And once you can name which one's in play, you can work with it, not against it. All right, let's dive in. I want to start this off by acknowledging I know this feeling deeply. There have been times in my business, especially early on, when I felt stuck in inaction. But what was actually happening was I was afraid. I was afraid that my idea wouldn't work. Other times I was afraid that it would work. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but fear does a funny thing to us. I learned that when you name what's really happening, you avoid trying to fix all the wrong things. Like when you buy another course, when you actually need direction, or you push harder when you really need a rest, or you beat yourself up for not doing the thing when what you really need is a little self-compassion and courage to take your next best step. Recognizing these 3 Fs is like turning the light on in a messy room. You can finally see what needs to be picked up and what can just stay where it is. And that's powerful because once you see it, you can shift it. There's no shame, no guilt, just awareness and adjustment. And this is about noticing sooner so you can get back on track faster. All right, let's walk through each of the 3 Fs. F number 1, this is fear. The, oh my goodness, a giant tiger is chasing me block. I like to call it that because it makes it seem light when it's really not that light. Fear shows up when you're stepping into something new or uncertain. It might sound like, what if no one buys? What if I'm wasting my time? What if I'm just not ready yet? Now, here's the sneaky part. Fear wears a mask that looks like productivity. It can look like over-planning or endless tweaking or preparing and waiting for the quote-unquote perfect time. Here you tell yourself you're just being thorough, but what's really happening is your brain is trying to keep you safe. It's protecting you from disappointment, judgment, or even the unknown. If you're feeling this, here's a way you can shift it. Step number 1, acknowledge the fear. It's okay, we've all been there. Now follow it. Now, once you've done that, pick one small, safe step to move forward. Because action, even tiny action, is the antidote to fear. It gives your brain proof that you can do it and you're safe. And that proof builds confidence, one small step at a time. Number 2, fuzziness. This is the I don't know what to do next block. This one's incredibly common, especially when you have a bajillion ideas. Everything feels important, but nothing really feels clear. It might sound like I'm working really hard, but I'm not moving my business forward, or I'm not making money. Or I have so many ideas, I just don't know where to start. Or I keep second guessing what matters most. If we were to put all these Fs in their own little islands, this is the land of confusion and clutter. It's where your energy gets scattered and your path gets really muddy. If you've been there, you also know it's really tiresome Because the more you think about all the things you could do, the harder it becomes to do anything. Here's how to shift it. Zoom way out and then zoom way in. Zoom out to remind yourself of your bigger goal or your focus. And then zoom into the next tiny move that brings that closer to reality. Ask yourself, what's my next best step? It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just your next best step. Then write it down and make it happen. I want you to remember, getting clear doesn't come before action. It's created through action. Number 3, fatigue. This is the I'm drained block. And it often sounds like everything feels heavy. I know what to do, but I just can't make myself do it, or I just need a break. This is your brain waving the white flag, not because you're weak, but because you need a rest. Even 5 minutes counts. Also, rest doesn't mean taking a nap. It can if you want, but it can also mean doing more of the things you love in your business instead of the things that drain you. If you're feeling this, here's how to shift it. Pause before you push. Ask yourself, what would make this easier or lighter? If that means simplifying, do that. If it means self-care before diving back in, make it happen. If it means shifting your task, shift. Look, we're all business owners, but we're also human. And being human means we can't go at 110% all the time. In fact, it's mathematically impossible. This is incredibly important. You can't build a fun and profitable business when you're drained. And I'm not handing out hustle awards around here. Instead, I'm handing out permission slips to rest when you need it so you can come back stronger. Here, after you do this, once you name what's going on, fear, fuzziness, or fatigue, it makes it so much easier to get back in the flow. You stop judging yourself for feeling stuck and start understanding what you and your business need. And that's where momentum is built, from awareness, not pressure. The truth is, every entrepreneur experiences one of these 3 F's from time to time, and sometimes all 3 in the same week. The goal isn't to avoid them. It's to recognize them faster so you can respond with what's actually needed. Whether that's a brave step forward, a moment of clarity, or just a pause. All right, let's get to your action step this week. I want you to head over to wendymuzzy.com/3F and grab my 3F worksheet. It'll walk you through how to identify what's showing up for you right now and offer a quick reset step to get you back to moving again. Remember, when you feel stuck or progress feels slow, it's not always about working harder. Ask yourself, am I feeling fear, fuzziness, or fatigue right now? Because once you name it, you can identify what you need and move forward. Next week, we're digging into the real reason your profit goals feel impossible. And spoiler alert, it's not about your prices, your offers, or your effort. That's all important, but that's not what we're talking about next week. We're talking about something much simpler and fixable once you know what to look for. All right, that's everything for today. Go grab my 3F worksheet. You can find it at wendymuzzy.com/3F or in the show notes at wendymuzzy.com/40. Until next time, happy making things happen, my friend.